and Facebook, where I'll be tweeting out the actual link to the chat room during the show. So you guys make sure you follow us. That's at Sports Kings Live, and the email address, sportskingslive@gmail.com. We'll be right back. When we get back, we'll do On This Day, and we'll go a little bit more in depth as far as some of the things that I saw last night as they relate to the basketball game. We'll be right back.
What's going on, everybody? It's your man, Big Mike.
Yep, and this is RC, Rob Calloway.
First of all, we'd like to thank everybody for being down with the Kings and for supporting Sports Kings Live.
Your listens, downloads, likes, and follows have allowed this show to grow by leaps and bounds in just a few months.
Now, if you have a product or a business and you'd like to promote it on this show,
it's simple. Just email us at sportskingslive@gmail.com. And once again, thank you for being down with the Kings.
Hump Day! Welcome back to Sports Kings Live. Big Mike here with you, trying to get my guy Rob Calloway back involved. We still hadn't really figured out this whole Spreaker situation, ladies and gentlemen. And trust me, we're trying as hard as we can, man. Like every day we fix something, and then as soon as we do, something else happens. We were supposed to talk to our guy Branson Wright today. That doesn't look like it's going to happen right now. Yeah. Anyway, this is Spreaker.com. Don't forget to download the app to your Spreaker, to your Apple, Android, or your Windows device. You guys can also email us at sportskingslive@gmail.com or tweet, Instagram, or Facebook us at SportsKingsLive. The first half hour of the show spent talking about last night's NBA Finals game between the Golden State Warriors and the Cleveland Cavaliers, in which the Cavaliers won 96-91 to take a 2-1 lead in the best-of-7 series. 3 games down. Hopefully 4 to go. That's pretty much the only hope I have, that this series. Well, not now, because Mark Cooper is like trolling the hell out of me about a comment that I made some days ago when we did picks on the show. Which, here's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. Picks don't mean anything. In any sporting event that you decide you're going to make, unless you got money on it, they don't mean anything because it's a 50-50 proposition. I think Rob probably went more on the, emotional side of things, like, oh, this great story, LeBron James, you can see the passion and the fire in his eyes. He's playing at a different level, and all those things are true. But then I went with the more logical approach to it. Guys who are going to take threes, are going to get threes rather than twos, and they got a multitude of guys that can do it. Whereas, as we all know, the Cleveland Cavaliers are shorthanded, and seemingly every day getting more and more shorthanded. Iman Shumpert now with a shoulder. They say he's okay. He went out of the game last night for a good chunk of it and came back and played pretty well. So they checked him out, said he should be good to go for Game 4. I don't see how he wouldn't be because they don't have any more players. You see Mike, what's the guy's name? Jesus, this is why I need Rob. Mike Miller, and I just heard him in my psyche. Mike Miller and James Jones out there getting heavy minutes. If I was to give you that, like if I took the LeBron story out, LeBron's still on the team, but this team is not like this is the Brooklyn Nets. It's not LeBron going home, and that storyline isn't attached to it. And I gave you these two teams. I think kind of, your logical side would say, yeah, Golden State is probably the better of the two teams. But because now that I've made that pick, I flipped that coin and it came up Golden State. Now for whatever reason, and I made the comment about Golden State having more bullets than the Cleveland Cavaliers, and the Cavaliers having one big bullet versus a bunch of bullets. Now, Mark Cooper staying on my case every time. At least he learned his lesson from the first game, though. No, hell no, Charles Barkley wasn't right. Like, what? They're in the finals. Like, that's the other thing that can't happen either. Like, these dudes can't lose the finals, and then people find, like, a million things wrong with this team. It's a team that won 67 games in the regular season. You know what I mean? It's a team that won 67 games. Ain't wrong with this team. Sometimes, if they lose a series, sometimes you just run into a buzzsaw. And when that buzzsaw's name is LeBron James, watch out. You know what I mean? Like, he has elevated a dude that maybe shouldn't even be in the league to a household name. Put that dude on Sacramento's team. Yeah, he probably just heard that and just like probably peed in his pants. Yeah, put that dude on Sacramento, and no one will know who he is. So LeBron he's doing this LeBron thing. He's doing what the greats do. You know what I mean? He's elevating. He's sprinkling that dust or that magic stuff around, and everyone's catching it. And guys like, Iman Shumpert playing out of their minds. Guys like, what's his name? Matthew Dellavedova, Tristan Thompson. You know what I mean? Like, it's so amazing, the circumstances surrounding this basketball team, that, like, what would we know about Tristan Thompson right now if Kevin Love was healthy? What would LeBron's mindset be if Kevin Love was healthy? If Kyrie Irving, if all three of them were healthy, or both of them were healthy? LeBron's always relatively healthy, but if both of them, Love and Kyrie, were healthy, would people still be chanting Delly, Delly, Delly? Would Tristan Thompson, would Reggie Miller still be saying Tristan Thompson, is due a pot of gold at the end of the season? Like, circumstances are amazing. Like, especially when you kind of just you put yourself in a space where you can wonder, how would these things play out? We'll never know, but yeah, to the people who still be like, to people who still want to have the Michael Jordan, LeBron James argument, yeah, there's a new one for you. Have that one. Go ahead and whatever. Go ahead and have that argument. Well, if Kevin Love were there, see what happened would be is, he'll have somebody to kick it out to and shoot threes now, and then, yeah, have at it. I'm good. I just thought I'd, wonder about it. Not really set to have an actual conversation. Yeah, Coop says champions will their team to win. No one beats the King in 7 games. Wouldn't say no one. Dirk Nowitzki might have something to say about that. So might Tim Duncan and Tony Parker and Manu Ginobili and those guys. So yeah, you gotta still remember, like, LeBron's still 2-3 in NBA Finals. So it's not that. It's not like, oh, LeBron's unbeatable. That you're thinking about the other guy, the other guy that wore 23 back in the day. That was a guy who never lost finals. That dude, but this dude has lost his share, man. So Game 4 will be a pivotal game. If I heard, who was it? Oh God, how can I not know who it was? It was Stephen A. Smith. Whoever win Game 4 is going to win the series. All right, I'm not gonna say all that. I'll say if the Warriors lose Game 4, series is over. Yeah, pack the bags. It's done and done. Yeah, I'll say that. But I'm not gonna say if they win Game 4 that they automatically win the series. Nah, because now what you're talking about is the best of 3. The season for both teams comes down to a best of 3. As a basketball fan, I think we can ask for anything more. Let the better man or the better men win, and everybody will go home hopefully happy that we had a very competitive series. I hope Steph Curry gets off the snide, because I'm not a lover of the underdog. Damn Cinderella, that whore. I don't care about her at all. You feel me? Nah. I want to see the best of the best. If you dudes love underdog stories so much and Cinderella stories, yeah, how'd you love to see the Milwaukee Bucks in this series? I ain't even load the cricket sound effect up because I don't need it. Yeah, real crickets are going to be like, yeah, hell no, I don't want to see that. Yeah, I want to see the best, man. I want to see the best from both conferences. That's why the last couple years in the NFL, love it. Yeah, both top seeds sitting right there. My Super Bowl. Give it to me. Perfect. The first one, Didn't end up too well for Peyton Manning. But last year's, came down to the wire. Like, who gives a damn how it ended? Like, I mean, well, if you're a fan of the Seahawks, you're probably mad as hell. If you're a fan of the Patriots, you're probably happy as hell. But if you're just me, just sitting there watching, I was like, wow, awesome. And then the next day, everyone had something to talk about. Yeah, that's exactly how it should end. That's exactly how every championship game should end, this one included. 3 seconds left. Some teams down by 1. You got Steph on one hand, the king, LeBron James on the other hand. Whichever team, they get the ball to the guy they need to get it to. Shot goes up. Somebody goes home happy. Somebody goes home mad. In my perfect world, that's how. Yeah, the hell they ain't. We've had this discussion already. The Cavs aren't the best team from the East. Of course they're not. Don't let that number 1 seed fool you, Mark. Don't let that number 1 seed fool you, cuz. At all. Did you see the second half of the season? Did you see LeBron took his 2 weeks off and came back, and you see them lose, 5-6 games, something like that? Yeah. This is with the Atlanta Hawks having a perfect month. This still happened. Yeah. Then what do you mean then who? Come on, Rob. You're talking to Coop, sorry. You guys are having your conversation. I'm sorry. Let me butt out. My damn business. All right. We'll get back to this NBA Finals talk. I'm so mad, man. And I so appreciate my partner, Rob Calloway, for hanging in there, man, and being involved in the show via the chat room. You guys hop in that chat room, man, and holler at Mark and Rob. Because my Wi-Fi is still tripping. Yeah, it's still doing what it's doing. And I can't figure out why. I truly, truly cannot. Comcast is a pile of crap, of steamy, hot, stinking dog crap, man. Speaking of, this is a terrible segue. It's the time of the show where we take a look back and we get into some historical factoids, some things that happened today in sports history, and we call it On This Day.
It's the Sports Kings.
On this day.
All right, Rob. By the way, Rob, too, can you text Branson, please, and explain to him what's happening with this whole situation, so he don't think, I'm just being an N-word about this interview. Branson's one of our favorite guys. I suggest you guys give him a follow as well. He's at BransonWright. He is the Cleveland Cavaliers beat writer for the Cleveland Plain Dealer up there in Northeast Ohio. He's an Ohio guy too. Went to the University of Cincinnati, so that's why I love talking to him, because he has his fingers on the pulse of the city. He's a guy that's from the area or the state of Ohio, and he's someone that I can talk to about a gamut of things, especially when all this kind of stuff is going on. Not only that, but the stuff with the Browns and everything else. So, sorry you guys, that you guys are going to miss that. Hopefully we can get Branson on, next week sometime, maybe. Tomorrow's the game, so it's going to be hard. Maybe Friday. Maybe we can do a Friday thing with Branson. But anyway, back to On This Day. On this day in 1921, Babe Ruth became baseball's all-time home run leader. This is in 1921 with 120 home runs. On this day in 1933, Johnny Goodman won the U.S. Open golf title, making him the last amateur to win this event. On this day in 1944, the youngest pitcher in Major League Baseball pitched his first game. Joe Nuxhall was 15 years old, 10 months, and 11 days. This is like that movie. I forget the name of it, but the movie where the kid got the surgery on his arm and he pitched for the Cubs. As a child, if I was better at this, and if I did an admirable job and pre-read it, what I would have done is Googled Joe Nuxhall and figured out what kind of afternoon he had. If he got rocked, or if he pitched a stellar 3-hit shutout, or whatever. But I don't have that information, so we'll move on. On this day in 1948, Chuck Yeager exceeded the speed of sound in the Bell XS-1. On this day in 1959, Rocky Colavito of Cleveland hit home runs in 4 straight at-bats. See, some of this stuff I could have probably deleted, but because I'm me and yeah, I didn't do it.